What's up, guys? Welcome to our New York kitchen. It is now September, which in my mind means it's officially fall, especially here in New York. It's still like, it says 74 degrees, it feels like 64, I'm a wuss, whatever. But we're gonna make almond butter cookies. I posted a photo of these on Instagram a few nights ago, and so many of you wanted the recipe, so I'm like, well, I am fun employed since we just got to New York and Kellen's working and I'm still not sure what to do. I'm gonna make you guys some cookies. So anyways, this is a super easy recipe. I think it's 6 ingredients, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients only, flourless, so they're gluten-free. Super easy to make vegan if you wanna do that. But by the way, this is the only bowl I have for any type of cooking, so we're gonna roll with it. So anyways, this is a cup of creamy almond butter. I love almond butter. And I'm already making a mess, but that's okay. It's so funny because it's easy to get into the cup measure, but it's hard to get out of the cup measure. Anyways, also if you guys can hear any noises, it's so funny. I'm so used to our home in California and in LA, and we don't have neighbors. We also can't hear boats and coast guards, but literally right out that window I'm watching the ferry go by, so if you can hear it, I'm sorry. So anyways, there's a cup of creamy almond butter. This is 2/3 of a cup. Normally I use coconut sugar. This is actually brown sugar because it's what was in the cabinet, but usually I use coconut sugar. 1 egg. Whoops. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I remember when I was younger, did any of you guys used to play kitchen or restaurant when you were younger? My mom, whenever she would get done with one of these and they were empty, she would just kind of rinse it out and give it to me to play kitchen with. So the smell of vanilla always reminds me of being a little kid playing kitchen or restaurant. I used to have a little notepad and I would walk around to like my brothers and my mom and my dad. There were only like 2 things that I was gonna make, but I still would make them give me their order. But anyways, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then, actually we're gonna wait for the chocolate. So then basically you just mix this up. That's it for the batter, for the cookie batter. Okay, so now all of this is mixed together, and now for the delicious part. I am just going to take a giant knife. You can use dark chocolate chips, but Kellen and I always have just like different dark chocolate bars in the fridge or in the cabinet. So I'm just taking one of those bars, and I'm going to take a handful of squares, however many you want. Oh, can you hear the seaplane? All kinds of new noises. But yeah, so basically I'm just going to break these pieces of chocolate up and just take this big knife and kind of break them up into smaller pieces so that they resemble more of a chocolate chip than a chocolate square. Okay, all of our dark chocolate is in smaller pieces. I'm making a mess, but that's okay. I'll just put my dark chocolate in there and mix it up. Okay, so now that our batter is all done, I'm going to go ahead and take just a regular cookie sheet. This one is actually brand new, so the non-stick is really top-notch. But normally I will put down a sheet of parchment paper just so that there's no sticking. I'm going to take my rings off, and I'm going to go ahead and roll these guys into balls. Okay, rings off. I'm just going to grab a small little spoon. And literally it's gonna look like the smallest little balls. Smallest little cookie balls. But I promise they are going to grow like wildfire. Oh, I should have said this in the beginning. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And then when you put them in, you're going to let them cook for about 10 minutes. Now, one thing I have found in living in apartments and houses all over, everyone is calibrated a little differently, so just make sure to keep an eye the first couple times, unless you know your oven really well. but these will cook for about 10 minutes and then they'll be perfect. And my favorite thing I think about this recipe is even if you leave them in a little too long, I'm a fan of a gooey cookie. Like I'll take them out borderline raw because who doesn't love cookie dough? Hello. But these can actually, oh my gosh, you guys. These can actually, you can leave them in for a little bit longer and it might look like they're getting burned, but they actually will keep their super soft, gooey, chewy texture. It's almost impossible to overcook them. So I have my tiny little balls of cookie dough. I'm gonna put these in the oven for about 10 minutes and I will show you how much this small little pan expands. Okay, so I took the cookies out. They baked for 10 minutes. They smell incredible. We'll wait for that one. But this right here is the all-star of any cookie recipe, especially if there's chocolate. It is coarse sea salt, and just a small little sprinkle on each cookie, not too much, is literally heavenly. It is such a game changer. All right guys, so that's the cookie recipe. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy 1 or 10 of these guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Let me know if you like this video, if you wanna see more cooking videos, because let's be honest, I've got a lot of time on my hands. Bye.